Well, this headline is pretty sad to me. Baby born with two penises. Doctors remove the bigger one.
Oh, what? Was he like a war criminal, this child?
Let's see here. 2 years ago, a Brazilian mother gave birth to a bouncing baby boy, but he was blessed or cursed with twice the masculinity of your average boy. The baby was born with two penises. Although being double-membered didn't cause any issues for the baby, the parents wanted their child to have more conventional genitalia. Those fuckers. So they decided to have doctors remove one of the penises. The good news is that the operation was a complete success, but the potentially worse news is that the doctors chopped off the boy's bigger manhood. The strange case of the boy with two penises was detailed in a recent report published in the Journal of Pediatric Urology. According to the report, the boy was 2 years old by the time he arrived in the operating room. The doctors noted that the boy's penises were arranged side by side, with the left side penis being larger. After the initial observation, they started figuring out which member they should remove. In most people born with two penises, the second penis is what the doctors call an accessory. An accessory to fucking. That means it's an underdeveloped lump of flesh, which usually makes the decision straightforward. In the case of the Brazilian boy, however, both his penises seem fully developed, so the doctors figured out they'd do him a solid and get rid of the smaller one. However, then the boy's mother pointed out that the boy could only urinate out of the smaller penis. So is that something the doctors can determine on their own? It's like, oh.
You might want to, keep the one you can go to the bathroom on.
Medical imaging indeed showed that the larger left penis didn't have a completely developed urethra. In the end, the doctors made the call to favor functionality over size. They removed the larger penis and stitched the skin on the boy's crotch to a normal shape. According to reports, the operation has been a success. Let's just hope the boy doesn't have regrets once he grows up. The thing is, so he couldn't pee out of the other one, but they don't say, like, could it get hard and actually function as a penis? I mean, I think they screwed this kid over potentially.
Yeah, I think he had a bright future as a porn star.
DP artist.
Yeah.
Bizarrely enough, this isn't the only case of a child being born with two penises. We've seen this here. Another report published in Urology Case Reports details another two-penis boy. The second instance comes from Uzbekistan, halfway across the world from Brazil. This boy, however, had lived for 7 years with two completely developed penises. Unlike the Brazilian baby, this boy could urinate out of both penises, although he only had one bladder. This made the choice of which penis to remove, never mind the operation itself, much more difficult. Why would they do it? Although each penis was structurally normal, it was a great surgical challenge for the surgeon. The report notes, there was no reported size difference in this case, but just like in Brazil, the doctors opted to remove the left penis. Maybe there's just something about the left side penises that make doctors not like them. During the difficult operation, the doctors inserted a catheter into the right penis to make sure the boy's bladder didn't try to evacuate itself through the removed left penis. After 21 days, the boy left the hospital with a fully functional single penis. Interestingly enough, the boy was also born without an anus. Ooh, doctors reconstructed his butthole shortly after his birth. But
This is the same boy or a different boy? Huh?
This is the boy in Uzbekistan, not the Brazilian boy. But it's a mystery why they didn't do anything about his double penises. What makes these two cases so strange is how close together they appeared. The boy's condition known as diphalia is exceedingly rare. Only 100 cases have ever been reported, with the first appearing in 1609. The odds of being born with diphalia is roughly 1 in 6 million. Additionally, as we mentioned, in most cases, the second penis isn't fully developed. Complete diphalia is an even rarer phenomenon, which makes these two cases that much more bizarre. Diphalia's causes aren't completely clear. Researchers suspect that genetics play a large part in babies developing two penises. Some studies have also suggested that drugs or infections could affect genital development in the fetus. Additionally, damage during the 23rd and 25th days of gestation can also result in diphalia. Fortunately, having two penises generally doesn't have a huge negative impact, at least medically. Boys and men with two dongs can usually urinate out of at least one of the penises. They may also be able to, raise the flag with one or even both members. As a result, they may be able to have normal sex lives and father children. In some cases, however, diphtheria could increase the risk of developing problems in the kidneys or the colon. This is why most boys get their second manhood removed before they grow up. I mean, to me, these two kids, they should have rolled the dice and left them.
Yeah, it's the next step in human evolution.
It really is.
We need 2 penises. This is just where it needs to go from this point forward.
We need a backup penis.
I don't know what Jeff Bezos is doing, going to space.
I know all these billionaires spending money. I mean, if Jeff Bezos could, fix the penis and sell that on Amazon, who's not going to buy that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You go from $1 billion company to $1 trillion company.
Yep. We need more penises.
Room for one more. Well, that's it on that story. AJ, you got another story for us?
Sure. Man, that really bummed me out, man.
I know. Poor kids. Leave them their second penis.
Yeah.